If a sweet shop owner says don't eat sweet, what you will say? Close the shop or make sugar free sweets? This is what we are going to do today. We are holding YouTube videos or social media activities, or maybe we will make a one or two videos max in the entire month. This is what we are planning. The entire intention is recently I watched one video where the Prime Minister Modi clearly stated that average Indian spends 6 hours a day on mobile phone. So mobile phone in terms of WhatsApp, in terms of YouTube, in terms of Facebook, in terms of all the activities he does on the mobile phone, and that is one of the riskiest thing in the world. So personally, I don't wanted to contribute that factor or that activity, and that's the reason we decided not to make more content on the YouTube. The reason because every creator on the YouTube or social media site, they create the best content from their perspective, and they always have a vibrations or thought that they should reach at a maximum level. So their vibrations or their thought processes to reach at a maximum level. So indirectly they are asking a lot of people to see that video. Indirectly they are asking the lot of people to spend time on that activity, which we, after looking, I'll share the details with the research report which I gone through. So which personally I don't want, and that's one of the reason I thought if there is something special happen or a important thing happens, we will update our perspective on the YouTube. Or if there is say one or two videos in an entire month, that kind of activity we will have it on the YouTube. So this is what about the future which we are expecting on our YouTube channel. So the reason I mentioned, after watching that reels or video of Prime Minister Modi, which claimed that 6 hours every Indian spend on mobile phone. So I gone through the details. I gone through a lot of different research report as well after this. So what I found that in 2019, average Indian mobile phone times was 4.5 hours. In 2020, it became 5.3 hours. In 21, it became a 6 hours. And in 2022, they're expecting like more than 6 hours. So it's going up and up and up. Now, what are the reason behind it? The main reason is people doesn't want it to think any other activity which they feel it is an intense feeling. So what they do to kill the time, they open the reels, they go through the Facebook, they go on YouTube to watch the video. the, if you look at the YouTube content, lot of comedy videos or the comedy channels are going, they are getting a very high level of watch time hours. The reason because people want to spend time on that activity, they don't want it to think, and this is the one of the riskiest activity which we have seen. You can see the Prime Minister Modi's video. He has clearly stated that it is the biggest risk for the economy. We are literally stopping the innovation. People doesn't want it to think, they just wanted to, there are certain people who just wanted to go just for the sake of work, they are doing it, and the rest of the time they are on the phone. If your children are spending more than 2 hours on mobile phone, for you it is one of the riskiest thing for their future, for their education, for their job, trust me. Now, let me tell you my own example as well. I don't spend the time at all in my mobile phone other than WhatsApp or the trading this app. I don't use any other app. This is the reality. It's not today, it's since long time back. And I was not aware about this at all. So the last year we started this YouTube channel. This is the reason I got into this. And this YouTube channel, because of some different activity, I came into this field. But slowly we will have reduced the content, because if you look at average our channel statistics on a monthly basis, the YouTube's monthly is like 28 days. Almost 1,000 hours people are spending on our channel. That's a really good for a creator perspective. But for a different perspective, if you look at it, the kind of risk we are uh, we are contributing, that we don't want, and that's one of the reason we will reduce the content and will stick to the principle. Now, what are the side effects of this activity if you spend a lot of time on the mobile phone? First is a low self-esteem or the low confidence. You don't feel confident about any other activity. You don't feel to meet new people, or even if it is known people, you don't feel comfortable with them. This is the first side effect. Second, if you look at the depression, now there is a saying that if a person has a goal in the life, person has an objective in the life, it could be anything, he wants to build a home or car or company or anything, there are almost 0.01% probably that he will face the depression, because he has an objective. If you do not have an objective, then there is a high risk of going into the depression. And this could be one of the reason. If you What happens if you spend a lot of time on the social media activity, you consume that content, what you consume, what you read, what you see, indirectly you absorb the same thing. So depression is one of the side effects. If you look at the third side effect, it is a relationship. What is happening, people are not opening up with the spouses or the family members. They feel, okay, let it be, it's simple. If they have any issues, they don't try to clarify what they are doing, just convert the mind into different activity. They are not opening up, indirectly it is hammering on the relationship. And the next side effects, as I mentioned, that from an economic perspective, it is a lack of innovation, lack of personal development into the economy, which I'm not using those words which Prime Minister Modi has used it. He has explained in a very better way. If you get a chance, you can watch that video as well. So it is the biggest risk for the economy and the innovation for the country. Now, how we can control this, how we can avoid this? Create a very specific time on a mobile phone. You have to stick with it. If you do this activity for a month or 1.5 months, trust me, it is absolutely manageable. It is not that you can't manage it, absolutely not. So create a me time kind of something in a house. Nobody will use mobile phone at certain time frame. You will have interact with each member of the family, or stick that much time only we will spend on the mobile phone. There are apps also, you can use that as well. Create your own hobby, whatever you want, you spend time on that activity other than mobile phones. So it could be cricket or volleyball, or you wanted to meet people, or you wanted to go for party or outside. These are the things. Then the best way is walking, self walk, without having a mobile phone. That is the beauty. You can try it. These are the activities, or these are the things which I mentioned. This mentioned in the research report. That's the reason I wanted to share with you. Hope we will try to make very less content on the YouTube, and hope you will also spend a very less time on the social media or on the mobile phone. It is good for you, it is good for your children's futures as well. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Thank you.